All right, next we are going live. You can tell the pants came off and now we're ready to party. Hey, what is going on? If you've watched more than one of my jiu-jitsu videos, go ahead and subscribe. We have been working on this armbar all month, and this is some really cool stuff that I'm gonna show you. This is an armbar attack series. First, you're gonna see my coach, Nate, demonstrate it.
Let's go!
Now, we're gonna do some armbar drilling. That way we can review all of the details that matter. Let's go ahead and start the drilling. That way we can get into some of the details so you can hit this live. If you're having a hard time breaking down their posture, this detail is really helpful. So if you move your butt from side to side, you can break them down at an angle, which helps to break their posture down because it's harder to keep upright if you're being forced down at an angle versus straight on. And another important detail for this armbar is keeping a grip on the tricep acts as a stopper so that they can't pull their arm out from between your legs. But if they do happen to pull their arm out, we also have a move for that. And when you put your foot on their hip, another great thing about that is that it acts as a block for their elbow as well. Here I'm working to keep my legs straight to break their posture and to raise my hips up before doing it, and then to keep my feet flexed during the armbar. Now sometimes when you go for this armbar, they're gonna be a complete pain in the ass, which is great. One defensive move against the armbar is for them to clasp their hands together in a death grip. This is going to address that issue so you can finish the armbar. From here, the move is to strip the grip and to get a Kimura. During drilling, typically people give zero resistance. What Laura and I like to do is obviously let the person get the move the first couple times, but then we will ask each other like, hey, do you want a little bit more resistance? Sometimes one of us will just start to be, you know, like a 20% pain in the ass. This is really great because then it allows you to troubleshoot in a space where you could repeat the troubleshooting, as opposed to if you're trying to troubleshoot live during rolling, things happen so fast and you can't exactly press the rewind button. It also makes it more interesting when you can be a little bit of pain in the ass, not too much, because if you're 100% pain in the ass when you're drilling one move, then that means you're asking for something else. Every move can be shut down if met with 100% resistance. That's why they call Jiu-Jitsu the gentle art, because then they're asking for something else. So here, Laura is being a pain in the ass, and I transition to a triangle and attack the arm. And then from here, I do a triangle sweep to a mounted triangle. This is us drilling.
Why did it all come so But get it while you here, boy. Cause all that hype don't feel the same next year, boy. Yeah. And I'll be right here in my spot with a little more cash than I already got. Tripping off you cause you had no shot. With my skin tan and my hair long and my fancy been so patient. Me and 40 back to work, but we still smell like a vacation. Hate the rumors, hate the book, these allegations. I'm just feeling like the throne is for the taking. All I care about is money in the city that I'm from. I'ma sip until I feel it, I'ma smoke until it's done. I don't really give a my excuses that I'm young and I'm only getting older. Somebody should've told you I'm on one. Yeah, on one.
Okay, we poppin' champagne like we won a championship game.
Look like I got on a championship ring.
Cause I ball hard.
No be ball harder.
I am the Birdman.
AIMJR. Okay.
All right, now let's get into some fun stuff. So you go for the first armbar attack, break them down, flare out the elbow, foot to hip, face smush, go for the arm. They rip the arm out, immediately get a tricep hold and straighten your left leg while you put your right leg on their hip. I will tell you why that's important later. If they decide to defend by rolling, you can then complete the armbar by rolling through and finish it in this way as well. So when we start to do this quasi-live, you'll see why you have to keep that leg straight. So again, they rip the arm out, tricep grip, straighten leg, hook the back of the head to get the knee to the ground, which is super important. If they decide to roll, put the backs of your feet on their head so they can't pop up. And then you can finish the armbar after the roll through, and you don't even need to put a leg over their head.
We don't give a hey. If you don't give a damn, we don't give a
Don't start no what be no. Don't start no what be no. Don't start no shit what be no. Don't start no shit what be no. You need fooling. Baby, I'm not fooling.
If you don't give a damn, we don't give a
I'm not saying yeah. Back don't start no shit what be no. Way down inside.
If you don't give a damn, we don't give a
I'm gonna give you my love. Don't start no shit what be no.
right
All right, next we are going live. You can tell the pants came off and now we're ready to party. So Laura knows I'm trying to get this move live and I'm not making any secrets about it. So let's see what happens when I try to get this live. So I figure out, I get her posture broken, I get a good grip on the back of her head. I put my foot on the hip, and as I do that, she postures up and she just stands up, bro. I should have done a better job of putting my leg across her back and keeping her posture broken. So let's try this again. Flare the elbow, get the back of the head. Foot to the hip, and then now I could have gotten that first armbar, but I wanted that second leg over armbar, and let's see what happens. She's keeping her arm very tight to me because I need to get that transition to the tricep in order to then get a straight leg and get my leg over her head, but she knows what I'm doing. And before I can get a straight leg or anything, she passes. I've been going for this live for the past month, and that's definitely the failure point, like a crux of the move. The first crux is not being able to break their posture, and we have some solutions for that coming up like right now actually. So we're gonna continue doing rounds where we are like giving resistance and also troubleshooting. So this is going to be super helpful because you're going to most likely run into these same things when you're trying to get this live. So I successfully break the posture, get a foot on the hip, get the angle, get the other leg over, and we get the first armbar. Now it's the second leg over armbar that is very tricky to get without getting past. Right there. Do you see that? Do you see that? Did you see that? Okay. I had my leg straight, a foot on the hip, and the races to get your knee down to block them or else they have a very good opening to pass. Okay, so let's try to work on this transition and see what we can do. Foot on the hip, straight leg, go to drop the knee in, and then she controls my leg so that I can't drop my knee in. This was like very smart on her part. So this is the process of jiu-jitsu, my friends. Let's keep on going.
Shots gonna get a refill. That's how we ball out. Well, somebody told me you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend. Then I had him glad you were real last year. It's not confidential. I got potential.
I'm talking about your perfume. Go.
Listen, baby. Day and night, I toss and turn. I keep stressing my mind. I look for peace, but see I don't attain. What I need for keeps the silly game we play. Now look at this. Madness, the magnet keeps attracting me. I try to run, but see I'm not that fast. I think I'm first, but surely finish last.
Just like the one
day and night.
Sing songs, sounds like she's singing.
Within his dreams, he sees the life he made. The pain is deep. A silent sleeper, you won't hear a beat. The girl he wants don't see no one in two. It seems the feelings that she had are through. Load up on guns, bring the friends, partners, to pretend she's overboard.
Jace is dancing for us on some yoga blocks.
Collaborate and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly. Flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal. Light up a stage and wax a chump like a candle. Dance. Crush a speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony.
All right, and finally, this is the last thing that is extremely commonly encountered when you try to go for this armbar. So Kayla's trying to break my posture, and sometimes some people are just like super strong. They do not want their posture to be broken, and they're giving you 100% resistance. If they're ever giving you 100% resistance, they are asking for something else. So here, because I am so dead set on not getting my posture broken, that leaves me open for a sweep in the other direction. So right now we're using a fan sweep as a setup in order to get the triangle. So basically she's go for a fan sweep. They post on their arm because they are defending against the fan sweep. And then from there you can transition to a triangle. The key here is to shoot your hips up high, like you want to get your hips to their neck, because once you close that triangle and you lock it up, you basically use all of your body weight hanging from their neck to break their posture. So you're like, oh, well, you don't want to get broken down with my legs. How about I just wrap my body around your neck and slam my body to the ground? That's, this is just the gentle art. So right now we're drilling that reaction. So if you're trying to go for an armbar and they aren't letting you because their posture is just straight up and you can't break it, or they're leaning back really far, then that leaves them open for a fan sweep, and go for this fan sweep. And once they post their arm, then you can set up this triangle attack. So here's an extra one for you. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have enjoyed watching more than one of my videos, go ahead and double check to make sure that you're subscribed. It really makes me happy to see this channel grow. And remember, you're getting better every day, and just keep on training, keep on showing up, and yeah. All right, so until next time, bye.
My swag, my flow, I stole it back. They mad, too bad, my shows is packed. My town, my crown, I really rap. I'm home, my throne, I spoil you that. They was really playing with it. I was sitting listening like they ain't even saying. That real is back, I see they all trying to change it. But it's really too late now, I'm going